Unity can only be manifested by the binary. Unity itself and the idea of unity are already two. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. The truth is, you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Life is a crazy ride and nothing is guaranteed. To live is to think. The higher we are placed, the more humbly we should walk. An unjust peace is better than a just war. The greater the difficulty, the greater the glory. Silence is one of the great arts of conversation. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. A day without laughter is a day wasted. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. The more you like yourself, the less you are like anyone else, which makes you unique. I find hope in the darkest of days and focus in the brightest. I do not judge the universe. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. In order to carry a positive action, we must develop here a positive vision. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. A lack of transparency results in distrust and a deep sense of insecurity. We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves. Sleep is the best meditation. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. Associate yourself with people of good quality, for it is better to be alone than in bad company. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Good judgment comes from experience, and a lot of that comes from bad judgment. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. In order to carry a positive action, we must develop here a positive vision. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. We all have dreams, but in order to make dreams come into reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort. Life is full of beauty. Notice it. Notice the bumblebee, the small child, and the smiling faces. Smell the rain and feel the wind. Live your life to the fullest potential and fight for your dreams. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, their love is lacking. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol or morphine or idealism. The word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. The man who promises too much is in danger of using evil means in order to carry out his promises. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. Never spend your money before you have earned it. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. The God who gave us life gave us liberty at the same time. The earth belongs to the living, not to the dead. Don't talk about what you have done or what you are going to do. When a man assumes a public trust, he should consider himself a public property. If you make your internal life a priority, then everything else you need on the outside will be given to you, and it will be extremely clear what the next step is. I am experienced enough to do this. I am knowledgeable enough to do this. I am prepared enough to do this. I am mature enough to do this. I am brave enough to do this. In this world, fear has no place. Only strength respects strength. I'm not going to continue knocking that old door that doesn't open for me. I'm going to create my own door and walk through that. All you need is the plan, the roadmap, and the courage to press on to your destination. Our lives are stories in which we write, direct, and star in the leading role. Some chapters are happy while others bring lessons to learn, but we always have the power to be the heroes of our own adventures. You will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. You cannot create experience. You must undergo it. To be happy, we must not be too concerned with others. The need to be right is the sign of a vulgar mind. Man is the only creature that refuses to be what he is. Real generosity toward the future lies in giving all to the present. Those who write clearly have readers. Those who write obscurely have commentators. Judging whether life is or is not worth living amounts to answering the fundamental question of philosophy. Don't wait for the last judgment. It takes place every day. Your successes and happiness are forgiven you only if you generously consent to share them. Heroism is accessible. happiness is more difficult. The society based on production is only productive, not creative. Everything you've ever wanted is sitting on the other side of fear. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to become the best of which you are capable. If you are working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Concentrate all your thoughts upon the work in hand. The sun's rays do not burn until brought to a focus. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. You've got to get up every morning with determination if you're going to go to bed with satisfaction. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. The elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs, one step at a time. Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes. One of the differences between some successful and unsuccessful people is that one group is full of doers while the other is full of wishers. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Your Monday morning thoughts set the tone for your whole week. See yourself getting stronger and living a fulfilling, happier, and healthier life.